For fuck's sake, I literally just, like, start to fall asleep.
I just put my head down. Come on, man.
An emergency assembly.
It's the crack of dawn, guys.
I think I like Uni a lot.
Why?
Uni's pretty good.
No idea. We better take a look.
Noah's perfectly fine. Lance is perfectly fine so far. Ricky's great. Sorry, I knew that was going to happen. Riku is
I
fine.
think no one knows that, Lance.
Riku's good. I like Uni. Lance at the start, and especially in the flashbacks, I think is a bit much of an asshole. But I mean, that's just kind of how he is.
Yeah, that's... You gotta wait for the arc to kick in, for development to happen.
Royal decree from the
And
castle.
Noah is
They say an enemy
maybe a
armored
bit
unit
too
approaching this
pacifist to
area.
be the main character.
Come on,
But it's
man.
great because
She's
all
got
of
to
the characters
save
in the
and
party are the
everything.
main characters.
Yeah.
And they're all important and have their arcs that they go on and
Whose
grow
fault was
through.
it I couldn't sleep? I asked you to do the maintenance on my power frame, but you totally messed up my settings.
Now, when I watched this, I thought Power Frame was like a military component, like the Levinus or something like that. The Power Frame is his body,
Ah.
because he is, you know, a machina of some kind.
That's
I did
why
not
I'm
understand
getting
that until
sleep,
later.
Furball.
I'm here to announce today's mission.
We will be capturing the flag.
You have one target. It's currently on course for the suppression area here.
Literally at the side of his head.
Judging from the mass, it's expected to be large in size.
Oh, interesting.
And based on its
Yes,
speed,
I really like
we
the
estimate it will
system
reach
they
the
have
Plateau
where they
Valley
can
in
see
over
all of this
100
stuff.
hours.
Very good in-world explanation for how you have a menu and a map that you can look at and stuff like
As for your
that.
mission,
Well, I mean, if you've only got 10 years, you want to be as efficient as possible. You can't waste time building scouters and whatnot.
Commander, one question.
Go.
About this target. Can we assume it's from Agnes?
We don't know. We haven't been able to confirm, but it seems that they're also gunning for it. This would suggest it should be seen as part of a different enemy force.
A flag force.
Long-standing war between two places, and suddenly there's a third party. Hmm.
Clear? You are to remain vigilant.
There's no
throughout
way
the
this could be
operation.
the
Dismissed.
shooting off point for a JRPG or something.
Well, I mean, we know that two worlds have collided. We saw it in the intro. We better start preparing to move out too. Noah, mate, do you want to go to the commissary, do some equipment shopping? Everyone is going to have my same pseudo-British accent. Got to get him togged out with something a bit more solid, yeah? Make him a bit less squishy. You should be flush with cash since we just got the reward for that Colony Sigma job, right? They tried to ignore us. We showed them who was alpha. Could do worse than take a bit of advice from a battle-worn hard case like Mwamba, huh? Cheers, Mwamba.
Such a weird name, but it's fun to say.
Then we go to commissary. I'm not a funny LP voice acting guy, but I have my occasions where I like to branch out.
Here's a secret for you guys. Sometimes it's used just to fill dead air.
Really? Don't put me on blast like that. But no, Spa's absolutely right. Don't be afraid to just, like, voice act during the text stuff, so... You know, it just makes things less awkward, keeps the commentary flowing. Purchasing items. G stands for gold. Thank God, I would have never understood what that meant.
Noah, move those drops.
Things you pick up that are only good for selling will be automatically sold. Also, if you go over 99 of anything, since that's the cap for your inventory, it will automatically sell anything you pick up. So do keep an eye on that, because things that you do have uses for will go to waste if you pick up more than 99 of them.
Right. We have to go on this super important mission, but first, shopping.
Yeah, considering the alarm, you would think it would be a bit more important to get going, but they do stop you to do all this. It's teaching the player all of this stuff if they don't know about it, so it's fine, I guess.
Can I sell stuff? No. I can only do exactly what the game wants.
In my 60 hours of playing the game, I have not sold a single item. I have not needed to. Because there's no armor like there is in Xenoblade 1, you're not really needing to get rid of old stuff. All the accessories that I have accumulated are just there. I probably could afford to go through and sell a bunch of the stuff that's lower level so I could get rid of it. But also, I don't really need money. I'm sitting on like 600,000 gold and have very little use for it.
Accessories are pieces of gear that characters need to equip. Yes, we've been here before. Da-da. Okay, I guess we're just swapping accessories.
Yeah, that's nice and all, but you really want the HP increase to be on your tank more than your damage dealer.
I can switch it to lands once we get control again. Noah here is an attacker class, so we should probably focus on, you know, attacking up for him.
I've noticed a lot of people saying that the aggro management in this game for tanks is not quite as good in Xenoblade 1 it was there. Tanks were really good at holding aggro for the most part. At least you just went absolutely ham on an enemy with your like shulk or whatever. In this game, the tanks have a bit more of a hard time holding the aggro, and the healers have a bit more of a tough time keeping everyone healed, I've noticed. And a lot of that is down to how open a lot of the combat is that will, you know, way later on. You kind of have to keep an eye on what everyone is doing in certain fights. Again, there was an alarm we should be going and like doing what they need us to do, but we're going to stand around and try to fix other people's problems first.
Look, you said the side quests were great and free. I want to put a few under my belt, alright?
Sure, but a lot of them don't open up until you finish like chapter 1, I'm pretty sure.
Destination map. Okay, uno memento, por favor. Very cool. Boost damage dealt to terrestrial life by 55. Sure, why not?
I ended up using that one on my damage dealer for a long time because it's just a flat damage increase against anything that isn't a fish or a bird, pretty much.
Okay, well, first things first.
Xeon is the commander. He's basically in charge of Colony 9.
A console, eh? Alright, what do you want? I thought that said Ronald for a second.
Rolled McDold.
Hey. Again, you know, alarm, important, whatever. I need you to collect 5 Daffodilatrons.
Admittedly, there are not a lot, if any, of those quests in this game. There are some quests where you go collect things, but they're built up in a better way, I would say. You have a better reason for going to grab them. You know, a lot of the Xenoblade 1 quests where it was, go collect 3 of this thing because I need them to wake up in the morning.
Ah.
There's better reasons for the quests being what they are, and they're more fleshed out, even when they are sort of simple like that.
Well, I mean, if they're not going to wake up in the morning until we get 5 Daffodilatrons, that is kind of important.
I guess. Like the one guy in Pokemon where he needs his coffee to wake up before he can try to teach a kid how to catch Pokemon.
No, sorry, you can't pass. I haven't had my stuff yet. Ooh, the Collectopedia. This was a lot of fun in the first game.
It's a bit different here. It's not such a thing where you record it for a permanent record. It's more of an ongoing sort of game-wide encompassing all NPCs side quest. Basically, if any NPC is requesting a certain item and you have it, you can turn it in for a reward. And these are always here, and you'll fill up more of them when you have more NPCs logged on the affinity chart.
Okay.
So that's just another reason to go out and talk to more people whenever you get a chance.
Uh-huh, yeah, that makes sense. I would assume they're on the other side of Colony 9, if I haven't run into them yet.
I think they're in that lake that you were swimming around before you came into the colony.
Well, again, alarm, so we'll have to get you some fucking radishes later, or you could just do your shopping online like the rest of us.
Pretty sure it's going to force you to do that before you go continue the main quest.
That's fine.
Also a bit silly.
This is a huge game. I can begrudge it like an hour's worth of tutorials before letting us get on with it.
Yeah, there are a lot of tutorials, but there's a lot of things to teach, and so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, oh, hello.
Those people just kind of walked through that fence right there.
It's fun. I hope, like, one of the HOC peeps send me off when I inevitably go crazy and explode.
That's all the response you're getting out of me on that one. I don't know what to say.
You're such a good little Christian boy, Spur. Be glad I brought it up then and not during the bath sequence.
I guess.
After iron comes steel, then silver. Once we hit gold, the mightiest colony in Kiev's. Which is very weird because there's a brand of food called a Kiev.
It's actually Kevis. Just to go ahead and nip that in the bud.
What the hell are you? Oh. I thought you were like some walking vegetable until I got close.
Should be some juicy piranhaxes ahead.
It's a Nopon wearing clothes.
Fish meat from those.
They started doing that more as of like 2 and whatnot.
There's a lot less of the Nopons doing the weird verbal tick they had. The meh or whatever.
Good.
It's still kind of there in this game, but it's much less pronounced and therefore much less annoying. I appreciate that. Also, I currently haven't run into any Nopon that are, like, you know, conspiring to destroy your entire party, like you ran into a few of them in the first 2 games.
Oh yeah, some of those guys fuck hard.
I mean, Ricky fucks. He has 11 children.
Jesus. Even like wants to adopt Shulk.
He literally has an adopted child. Kino is adopted.
Yeah, he is. And he is aptly named. We did cover Future Connected, so if you guys want to check that out, it should be in the... it's either in the same playlist as Xenoblade 1 Definitive, or in its own. You can tell I don't go back to check these things out once I've made sure they're complete and stored away.
I want to say that it's in a separate playlist just because I do look through the playlist page on the channel sometimes to check for
Those chewy
stuff.
radishes and cluster ale should be growing nearby, I reckon.
Then let's snap them up.
I love that stuff like this is actually shown with a marker, so you can see where they are both on the field and the minimap. It's really great to just know exactly where to go rather than having to run around in a circle trying to find what the game wants you to find and having to spend hours trying to get it, which was a big problem in the original version of the first Xenoblade.
Go to the... Ooh, so you don't have to go back. That's cool.
No, you could do it directly from the quests menu.
Here you go, Ronald. Eat up, my lad. Ah, so you hold it.
Yes, there's a lot of things where you gotta hold the button to activate in this game.
Really? That gave us no affinity? Rude.
It was required. You don't get a good reward for required stuff.
Fair enough.
We'll have to register the materials we gathered on Rold's Collectopedia card.
Let's tell Roll the good news.
Do you reckon he felt that back at the base? Like his car just started rumbling or something?
Well, it's all connected to the iris, the mechanism that they have in their eyes that connects to all of this virtual reality screen stuff. I don't know how we actually get the items to the person from however far away, even through that mechanism, but, you know, it's an RPG, don't question it.
Alright, bro, I won't.
In this specific case, we do have to go back and talk to him, just because that's the way the quest is set up. All the other ones, you just do the thing in the menu and it's done.
That's fair. That thing with it labeling items on the field, I believe, came from Definitive Edition.
Mm-hmm. Yes, one of the best additions for that.
I'm gonna apologize if I accidentally misattribute something to the Definitive Edition when it may have popped up in 2. I just remember 1 a lot more.
I feel like it's just a more memorable experience in general. Like, on top of arguably being a better game.
Wow. Yeah, we did hem and hum over whether to cover 2 as a playthrough or not, but I think we've, settled on doing it as a stream playthrough down the line.
I think that would be just fine, because it's going to let us interact with a stream chat and, you know, kind of take things at a very, very casual pace and just do whatever we want to and shoot the shit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's going to end up being a very long series of streams, though.
Oh, fortune clovers. Alright. They have inbuilt wish lists?
Basically, yeah.
I mean, they've only got 10 years, fuck it, put a PS5 on there. Like, you'd let me die without playing a PS5? Uni, this world's already fucked up enough, but if you're expecting me to get a PS5 before you die, well, I'll send it to you in heaven, I guess.
I love that whenever I get a notification that whatever store has PS5s in stock, it's always they're in stock the very next day. Like, I don't have time to prepare for this. I don't have that kind of money that I can build up in a single day. Let me know when it's like a week in advance or something, or a month, and maybe I can ask my dad about it and be like, okay, now I can set aside money for this purchase. They send the emails at 9 o'clock at night, too.
Well, they're just trying to hedge their bets, really. They need to see who really wants it.
I guess they're trying to prevent people from, getting them and then scalping them afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to prevent that kind of thing, I guess, so that's pretty understandable. I will say that I still have a PlayStation 5 sitting on the floor behind me that I bought for my fiancée Nat over a year ago now, I think.
Wow.
And I haven't been able to send it to her because of the cost of shipping. I tried to send it once and they actually returned it to me because of the lithium-ion battery that's in the controller.
Oh, right.
Is not allowed on international flights. So, yeah.
That happened when I originally got my recording 3DS.
Ah, okay.
Select arts. First off, you need to select an existing art to be replaced with a new one. This was a thing that was introduced in 2, I believe.
I mean, you could replace arts in the first game as well, but the system of arts is more similar to 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You start with a smaller pool. You can only have so many, as opposed to a whole line. Let's see, halves own aggro value. Oh, that's a short move.
That's literally the Shulk move. Air Slash is different than Shulk's version.
He said it almost the same way, though.
We should review our arts and skills every now and again.
Thank you, Noah. Keeper of the tutorials.
What's gotten into you?
If we got things to get off our chest.
I think the lowest rank for a colony is Dirt,
Yeah.
which is just a little bit depressing.
HFC would be a dirt-ranked colony, I think.
We're at least whatever's between Dirt and Iron. My channel B would be Dirt rank.
Dream big, Spa. Dream big. Uni? God, I'm so glad when I was randomly grinding in 2, I got that tiger thing on camera, just rocketing into a wall over and over and making a really loud thud noise.
Yes, the experience that I have whenever I play anything. Weird things just happen and you're really glad you got it on camera.
Just making sure I get my lands.
Rude.
No, my Noah.
I will admit that I'm pretty sure I did not talk to everyone in any of the colonies because I'm going to be honest, it's just a little bit boring. A lot of the things they're saying don't matter that much.
That's fair. I know what my gun can do, thank you. Alright. You mentioned putting stuff onto autoplay, so...
Yes, under messages.
Under messages.
Autoplay unvoiced text.
You got it.
You could also autoplay the voice text as well. There are some text box scenes that do have voice acting that would be the same thing.
I'll put that on as well.
I leave it turned off when I play just because I might get called away in the middle of a cutscene. And I, would rather not have it continue while I've stepped away.
That's fair, mate. Ooh, we're going on an adventure.
20 minutes since the alarm sounded, we're finally pretty much ready to go.
Lads, are we the baddies?
Yeah! Now we're bringing out the big guns.
Yeah, these things do look kind of evil.
What's up?
Our rank, it is copper, right?
Copper, that's the
About
rank in
Rosebank.
between dirt and iron.
I mean, we did win big yesterday. It'll only be a matter of time before we make iron. That'll be it.
It's kind of fucked up that,
Yeah, I don't
they
know
live for
about
war,
that.
but they also see it as kind of like a competition and whatnot. But then again, if you only had like 10 years to live, you would try and take pleasure where you could.
What would they
Yeah,
be
I mean,
doing
it's
here?
also a lot of the people in charge doing a lot of things to do that too. Which is not even a spoiler, that's just how the military is.
So I saw the word silver rank in there somewhere. We're gonna have to be on our toes, I think.
Wedge formation until point D. Don't fall behind.
Don't get behind the D, whatever you do. Why would you put these things on legs and not wheels? Like, those things have wheels.
You'll see later that the Levinus from Agnes actually float. They don't touch the ground at all, which is presumably takes more power, is going to allow them to move over terrain a bit more freely.
Oh, this is cool. Pain in the bum.
Yeah, sure, we'll do one more thing for you before we go continue this really important stuff that you woke us up for.
Yeah, do you want more time on the flame clock? I'm just saying. Preparations for the big mission. Okay, this seems like a side quest thing.
It's basically saying that other people will have the Collectopedia cards there in the menu that you can check occasionally.
Okay.
There is a symbol that pops up on screen whenever you have the items required
Nice.
for one of the cards, so you'll know when you have something, so you won't have to check it periodically.
There's just a lot of nice quality of life stuff already. Even if it's taking a while to like get into the meat and potatoes, it's still feeling like a game that was properly thought out and whatnot.
There is a lot of good quality of life stuff. I would say there's some missing, though. Arguably one of the best things that they added in Xenoblade Definitive Edition was the expert mode where you could turn your level down in order to fight things in a certain way. That's not in this game, which is a pain because you can overlevel extremely easily.
Interesting. I wonder why they got rid of that.
I kind of do wish it was here because I wish I could fight stuff, the proper way. I think it's going to have something to do with the way classes unlock and level up, as you'll learn later on, because a lot of that has to do with your character's level as opposed to the enemy's level. So yeah, I guess it will probably have something to do with that.
So there's unique and elite. That's interesting.
Yes, elites are just a little bit stronger than the regular monster. The uniques are the big ones. They are, like I said, probably a bit tougher than the Xenoblade 1 unique monsters.
Okay. Oh, son of a bitch.
This is another one of the things that can happen just out in the world that you can stumble upon. The supply drops. It's just another thing to find while you're exploring the areas, so it's pretty cool.
Well, we're really multifaceted. We can send people on their way, find stuff that soldiers have dropped due to not fucking coordinating their airdrops correctly. Like, surely you would have known you had some kind of meteorological... whatever. Don't get into a rant about the weather, Tom. This game is British enough as it is.
So Noah's team is the Special Forces. Because he's the Offseer, as far as I know, they give him a very specific build-up of having a tank to keep aggro and a healer to heal things. And then I guess Moamba's meant to be like a sniper to stop, ranged opponents or whatever. Very specific team build-up to protect the Offseer because he fills a very important role.
Nice.
Noah, you don't want to go any further.
Yes, there are high-level things up here.
This isn't the way
I
to
see
stop
him,
the
it's fine.
Come on, let's get the spark out of here.
That little symbol... Well, I'll point it out when you get back there. Oh, you're checking it now. There's the symbol below the time that's on the right-hand side of the screen. The little card symbol that appears there is what tells you that you have the items required to do these. And if you have enough of the items to do these multiple times, you can do them multiple times. I wish you could do a bunch at once, if you've got like enough to do 5 of these, but it does them one at a time. What you can do also is, by pressing the Y button, you can use up your Nopon coins to fulfill these requests. Don't recommend it, just because there's a lot better things to spend them on.
Prepare for battle, supplies in the wind, main story, standard quest. Okay. I see it. It's over there. I also see a monster over there. I will go hit it when I feel good and ready.
I think I went to fight that thing when I was like level 6 or 7, and it was kind of rough. It's also got a few normal enemies surrounding it, and so that definitely made it like tougher to fight because of that.
Fuck yeah, buddy. That overclock thing is really nice.
The other one's just kind of vibing into the rock.
I don't want any of this.
I'm trying to get away, but the rock won't let me. Please, Dwayne Johnson.
No. Hang on, I'm gonna be badass.
Maybe. Gotta get around the rock.
That missed?
Yes, your attack missed. I'll say that you end up missing a lot more attacks in this game than I ever missed in Xenoblade 1. A lot of that is down to... They separated the agility stat that was in the first game, which handled dodging and your accuracy, into agility, which is still the dodging, and dexterity, which is now your accuracy stat. So it's now separated.
Okay.
And so you got to keep an eye on both of those and make sure both of them are high enough for whatever you end up needing to do.
Hey, take this one down pronto. Here we go, guys.
Ah, the birds. Fond memories of being on one particular beach in Xenoblade and a bunch of them just flying in, and I just blew them all up.
There's a unique monster that appears on, I think I know the beach you're talking about. It sort of flies in from nowhere, and it's like 3 times larger than all the other birds. And so if you're not expecting it, it can surprise the hell out of you.
Oh yeah, it's pretty scary actually. You okay, bro?
Here we go, guys.
Things get stuck on rocks quite often in here, especially your characters can as well. You can jump, obviously, but you can't do it in combat, so it is very easy to get stuck on the terrain like you did back against those giraffe things a few minutes ago.
Too strong.
Oh hey, it's a Xenoblade 2 out of it.
Whoa, what's with that one?
Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual.
The same enemy as Rex first fought at the very beginning of the game, right?
A variant, perhaps. Maybe even the same one, but it's been so long that I've forgotten.
Right, yeah.
Because during that period I didn't have my PC, that's when I figured, oh, you know what, I may as well play through Xenoblade 2, I got nothing else on right now. I tried to forget those dark times.
I actually started playing Xenoblade 2 during one time where my mom was in the hospital and I was playing on handheld mode. And then once I got home, I just kind of didn't continue playing because I didn't find it that fun.
Fair enough. It said rank up. What does that mean exactly?
The ranks are basically the levels for your classes specifically. As you rank up, you'll get more skills and arts, and a lot of things that are used later on.
Right.
Again, don't know how much was covered in the trailers. I assume some of the knowledge about how classes work is known from the trailers, but I won't say for people that were like, you know, keeping away from all that information. Basically, it's important later on.
Okay, but...
Let's see what's in that container.
Damn, that's a huge chest.
I'll need a hand here.
Okay.
Very cool. Nice bit of EXP, nice bit of gold, some SP as well. Hell yeah. And I got some new accessories. Spar just had to step away for a second to deal with some IRL stuff, so I will be your commentator for the time being. Let's see if we can't fit people off with stuff. Boost auto attack damage by 58%. Boost dexterity. Beast Fang boosts damage dealt when attacking enemies targeting you. That would probably be good for lands then, I guess. Tool Belt. Boost damage, then that's situational. Boost block rate. I think we're going to wait until we get a new accessory before we go into that. But hey, we got the stuff, so that's cool.
Do we fight?
You fucking want some, you slag. You sparking slag. Oh, that's a unique one. Oh. This thing's popping off. I like it. That's right, I'll save up on my overclock. And then we'll go to town on that other guy. Although, this guy is taking a while to die. Stay the course, Tom. There we go. Ooh, he's a tough one. Might want to heal. You might want to heal. Oh, there goes Lance. And I don't think we've learned how to affect... Oh, he's up on his feet. We'll learn as we go.
You might want to hang back. Lightning blast! Hey, this isn't too bad.
I don't want to die.
Really? This can't be happening. Have it! Air slash!
Yeah, I don't think we're sufficiently level for this yet.
Extra! You could try a little harder. You're on fire, lad.
I think it's time for us to run.
Still turn this around. Lance, did I push you too hard? Enemy reinforcements.
Just keep running, it's fine, we're all good.
Hair trigger.
Leave me alone. I know I've got my sword now, but that doesn't mean I want to fight. Whew, that was tough. Yeah, we definitely need some
Here we go, guys.
more vitamins, as it were, in the way of EXP.
Nice one, Wanda. I got something for you. Thanks.
Spar wasn't kidding when he said those things pack a punch. Probably have to be like level 8 to level 10 to take that guy on.
Hey, I'm here. You're a lifesaver, lad. Crush now. Lightning blast. Extra. All coming together.
Oh, the overclock's building up.
I'll keep up the attack.
There we go. I don't know if the overclock carries over to the next battle, but whatever, use it if you got it.
Oh, wait. It's over. No. Enemy's broken away from me.
Airtime. I got something for you. You're a lifesaver. I'll keep up the attack.
I'm back.
Hello. I almost got my arse handed to me by one of those unique monsters, so I ran away like a pussy.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna happen. I did catch a bit of what you were saying as I came back, and no, your talent gauge does not stay between battles. As soon as combat ends, all of your cooldowns will reset.
Fair enough.
For DPS, it's usually a lot easier to fill the talent gauge, though, because a lot of that is done by hitting your positional bonuses and stuff like that.
Right. I must keep collecting stuff.
Been spotted.
Come here. I got something for you.
You're a lifesaver.
I will say, be very careful to not go into the water over there off to your right.
Uh-huh.
It's filled with, like, level 60 fish.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
Too bad. Nice one,
Now, I like fish and chips, but I don't want to be turned into the chips.
For real, though. Yeah, that's a big part of what I mean when I say there's tons to do. Because you can come back to these beginning areas and find the higher level zones. I think you ended up changing target to something further away over there.
Okay, I was just testing my buttons there, actually. Very nice.
They were no match for us.
What were they gonna do? Make me yawn myself to death?
Wouldn't be surprised if there was an enemy who had that ability, honestly. Oh my.
Okay, they're level 50. It's not that bad. They will still murder you. But it's not level 60.
I can't leave a lad behind.
We can't leave it like this.
Those things are far enough away that they're not going to bother you anyway.
Like, oh shit, a flute solo. We gotta go check that out.
Through the flutes and the flames.
Oh, yes.
Whoa, got a rare dude all right here.
What the fuck, Lance?
That's the entrance to our Fetto.
You picked up a rare collectible, that's all it was.
Put us about halfway.
Hey, a little bit confused for a second, though.
Some of these collectibles are like halfway into the ground for some reason.
Just a nitpicky little bitch in this playthrough, aren't you?
I'm just kind of that in general, let's be honest.
The secret to a long life is knowing when to leg it.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Lance. For sure. Can I actually get up here?
Not from this side, no.
Balls. Well, I missed a thing, so doubling back into the worst. Give him the old razzle-bazzle. Flame clock doesn't seem to be moving all that much.
No, it runs out very slowly, which is great because it is connected to everyone's lives. Would be a bit scary if it ran out very fast.
Oh, a sweet pea. I get it. Do you get it, Spar?
No.
Alright, that's fair.
I got something for you. Enemy's broken away from me. Come here. I got something for you.
You're a lifesaver.
Spar has to go again, so I will just grind for a little bit. Obviously, I need to get Noah's muscles up a stage or two. They're at dirt. We need them at copper. I know we can switch characters on the fly, actually, at one point, which is pretty rad. So, hopefully we get to that by the end of this recording session. Booyah, baby.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
I know he wants the meat. Got to a bit more high ground and then we'll attack.
Come here. I got something for you.
You're a lifesaver.
Yeah, there you go. Not so much a master of the sky now, are you?
Nice one, Wamba.
Power ring. Alright, things are getting
I'm just jealous that I can't fly, really. That's why I'm being so aggressive towards him. Get out of here. Oh, chaining those together is very satisfying. Da-da-da-da. Still got a ways to go. Oh.
I am back once more.
Hello.
Oh, just in time to teach you about this thing.
Skirmishers. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing this in the trailer. Across Ionius, you will find groups of enemies fighting each other. You can engage in these battles by choosing a side to back up. Winning can result in special rewards.
Typically, you're picking between XP and Nopon coins as far as the rewards go. Or sometimes just colony affinity.
I'm pressing ZR.
It's just focusing the camera on that thing is all that does.
Ah, okay.
Just to tell you where it is.
usual, Noah.
That's strange. Why didn't it trigger when you walked up to it?
Hello?
Yeah, it's supposed to trigger when you get close. Oh, it was because you brought your weapons out too early.
Ah.
That's a bit weird. I don't like that.
That's just an oversight. Stop it, Spar. It's not Xenoblade 2. It's not.
It's strange. I don't think it's bad, but it's strange. Imagine if you did like have the opportunity to side with the monsters.
That's so funny just thinking about it.
Sorry guys, the rewards are really good.
They make a better argument, honestly. I'm gonna be honest, it sounded like he was saying toilet brush back there.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Very nice.
That was over way too soon.
Why do you guys need our help for that?
Lance wants something a bit meatier.
I think if you do leave them alone, they will eventually win. And the longer you leave them alone, the lower the HP will be on both sides. So, I mean, I guess if you want to help, but they're something you don't want to fight, you can leave it for a minute.
I'm a glove for punishment.
I think you should be fine with this thing, as long as Lance actually holds aggro.
Well, this one seems to have a lot less defense than that crab fella I was fighting earlier, that's for sure.
Well, it's not a crab, so therefore, yeah. The shell would provide more defense, one would think. It is nice that Uni has that field that provides attack increase. It's too bad that she never puts it near the damage dealers.
Well, that's AI for you. Plus, when we get control of the other characters, we can do that ourselves.
Guess so, yeah. I will admit that controlling the healers in this game is probably one of the most boring aspects.
It's a fucking healer. What do you want? Orgasms?
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
Jesus, man.
Quit being an idiot and step back.
So, how's your day been?
Well, I woke up and got breakfast, and now I'm here.
Okay. This is just Xenoblade combat sometimes. I like it, but it's akin to MMO stuff at times.
Yes, especially with the really long cooldowns on a lot of these arts. Not sure who's dropping the ball, whether it's Lance or Uni right now.
Give him some heals.
Admittedly, they are on a long cooldown, and I think she only has 1, maybe 2 heals.
There you go.
That's a regeneration field that Lance needs to actually stand in to get any benefit. Which he is currently not doing.
Hell yeah, baby. God damn.
Nicely done.
God, he fell down with like a real hard thump.
Decent, right?
I don't want to
Well-aged camel juice.
Exactly, I don't want it.
Oh no.
This better be important. I have other crabs and alien camels to murder, I guess.
Pretty sure the alarm was like 40 minutes ago now.
Everyone's just dead. Hold on a flaming second. You sure they were being rude? Couldn't something have happened to him? You know what? I never considered this.
Flameo Hotman.
Indeed. Flameo indeed. Could you imagine a Last Airbender game in the style of a Xenoblade game?
Yes, and I would love it.
Oh, man.
I want more good games based on anime and cartoon IPs.
Mm-hmm. Blowing my top means getting angry, throwing a tantrum, I guess.
I feel like that one's pretty easy to understand.
Friendly support. I get over there and I just tell them they have a lovely bomb. I'm just saying, support comes in many different forms. Save the 16th support platoon. Man, there's just like so much stuff to do here.
Yeah, and this is like not even the real stuff. These are not the quests that I was talking about when
man.
I said they were good side quests.
Oh, Jesus. Maybe we should just like beeline it then for a little bit, because it's been almost the entire part and we haven't made much progress.
Yes, that quest wants to send you off to basically the other side of the lake, which is a place you can go right now, but it takes a while to get there with the run speed, and you don't really have a lot of, quick travel points and whatnot, so
Right.
things for later.
Check it out. Is that a thing that we just did? Arr.
They are just kind of standing there patiently, not doing anything.
They can't actually fight unless the battle music is playing. It's a little-known lore fact of Ionios.
Ah, that's so strange, yeah. I mean, they literally have computers in their eyeballs. Maybe they just have a built-in MP3 player.
Alright, Spotify play Disaster of Passion. Let's fucking do this. I gotta say, I really think this battle theme is pretty strong.
I think the flute building into everything is pretty great.
I'm undecided as to which, first battle theme is the best out of, 1, 2, or 3. I guess we'll figure it out as we go along.
I mean, personally, 1 is the best for me in terms of just the basic combat music. But this is definitely a close second. Not really a fan of the song in 2. There are definitely some songs in 2 that I do like, so don't think I'm just going to shit on that completely.
Yeah.
But I'm just not particularly a fan of that one specifically.
Any combo will do.
Basically, that's telling your party to do either the days or the launch combos that I was mentioning earlier.
Right.
They can prioritize one or the other, or do either of them, depending on which you set that to. I tend to just leave it alone because I don't really care.
Any combo will do. Honestly, guys, you didn't need our help with 4 wolves. They're giant, aggressive puppy dogs. Well, whatever, there they go.
I guess the monsters just go back automatically and don't need an Offseer. Because the monsters are filling up the flame clock.
This all we're getting? Gonna need something a bit more meaty about now.
Yes, we've heard.
Tell me about it. Colony we fought the other day, dirt rank. Hardly filled up the flame clock at all.
Oh, by Jove, we can't be having that, can we?
Those were living people.
Who gives a fuck? They're points.
Lance, Uni,
Yeah?
no heroics this time. Keep your head screwed on.
Come on, man. No one ever tell you. I'm a hero in the making, I am. Without my heroics, our combat unit would be right up there.
Lance,
Creak!
come on.
You know we
Stop
can't
being
say
so
shit. We have a different word for that.
It was just a joke, mate. No need to glare.
A bit more assertive than Shulk.
Is it that bad?
Yeah.
Well, they did basically
Something's
start off,
not right
as you
here.
saw in some of the flashbacks, by losing a
It just
friend.
feels-
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Noah's
that's
intuition
gonna
is never
definitely
wrong.
work
Friend is
into the
special
things that they
listen to
do.
Noah. Got it.
Didn't see a body, though. Didn't send him. I'm just saying. Good. You bastard. Tra-la-la-la-la.
I like these little previews every time you get to a new area.
Yeah.
Just a nice introduction. Shows you some of the places that you can go. You can press Y to close that little thing in the bottom corner, by the way.
I knew. I been do.
Lance, you
Okay.
focus on protecting Noah. Don't worry about me.
What the fuck? Okay, then I guess.
Well, the wolves don't have a flame clock, but they still gotta eat.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it at all.
Smooth as always, Noah.
I wish we could have avoided that.
So,
I'd like to point out that Uni's weapon is literally a gun, and she's smacking the enemies with it instead.
Man, don't cat out a rifle butt. It can fuck you up, also I've heard.
Has the game introduced that thing right above your arch that shows which side of the enemy you're on?
I'm not entirely sure, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's a little arrow that points in different directions whether you're in the front, side, or back of an enemy, which is really nice.
Here we go, guys.
It's a crabble, isn't
than
it?
the usual, Noah.
Oh yeah, there is.
Sounds good to me. Come here. I got something for you.
You're a lifesaver. Hey,
I'm actually seeing an area that I did not explore right now, over near where that level 19 enemy is.
I'm gonna stay away from that guy if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'd pretty much recommend it. He's probably going to decimate you.
how easy was that?
So, when's the battle happening?
All our lives, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so not down there. I thought that rock was an enemy. Maybe it is. Who knows? I know gems are back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Rendezvous point up ahead. I'm an adult. Since not one can't use irises, isn't it a pain to have to keep fiddling with a terminal? Interesting. Racial discrimination there. No fear, Riku take it in stride. Also, if you pretend to not look at terminal, can ignore all sorts of troublesome and tiresome communications.
Riku is my spirit animal.
Whoa, that's kind of smart, you know? Oh.
It was an enemy.
Gotta watch out for rocks from now on.
Yeah, they're kind of all over this enemy type that will just pop up like this.
Yo, this track's going fucking hard. Level 6, eh? You are but mere EXP to me.
Notice sometimes that when they, attacking, rather than calling out the name of the attack, they call out the status it inflicts, like break or topple.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, which is a little strange, I guess.
I mean, it's helpful in the heat of battle.
This is true. It actually does make more sense to do that now that you mention it that way, yeah. Because they're literally letting the party know what they're doing.
I have hope-pilled Spa.
You have reversed the nitpick.
Ah, yes, I'm filling up your hope clock. The opposite of a hope clock is a cope clock.
So we have to name at least one part of this LP clock blockers, right?
Uh-huh. Damn, this music is great.
Yeah. Come on, Lance, you're dropping the ball.
Oh. He's out of there. Rocks, get out. We'll upgrade from copper in no time.
So, it's gonna be next month.
Yeah, just a little longer.
You're something else, Mwamba. The pride of Colony 9.
Oh, you guys.
So the tattoos change depending
Finally
on
made
what
it this
term
far.
they're on, if that wasn't clear.
What's
Oh,
up?
okay.
Well, thing is, I was thinking after this op, I think I'm gonna go and put in a transfer to the salvage corps.
Oh, interesting.
You never know what will happen on the battlefield, right?
Rule 1 of the Salvager's Code.
You can laugh at me.
Salvage.
I
I didn't really pay attention to that part, yeah.
We've only been alive this long because you've always had our backs.
Yep. We owe you a ton.
Thank you, friend, who
Just
will
make
clearly
sure
not
you
be
get
in the
to your
main
home
party for a
okay?
long time.
Not being too subtle, huh?
Uni. You guys.
Mwamba. Now not time to relax tear ducts.
Yeah, that's Riku's
Let
voice.
down guard, and you feel flame clock of someone else.
It's beautiful.
Riku, come on.
It's a lot deeper than I expected his voice to
Well, you
be.
don't mince words. You are right, though. Sorry, Noah.
Huh? Oh, no, it's not that. I guess I was just thinking about your homecoming. Made me feel a little sad.
That's stupid. You know what kind of world we live in.
Mwamba, salvage is an important service.
God, the piano in this
Don't feel
track
like
is
you owe us
great.
anything.
This is peak
Thank you
Xenoblade.
so much, Noah.
It's like the best of 1 and 2 put
Get this
together.
operation done. Next month's a home.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that.
Like, I don't know if this will end up beating 1 for me, just because you gotta understand, guys, nostalgia is a powerful block. But
I'd love
if
to
it
make
can
to
manage to
homecoming.
maintain quality
Maybe
all
if
the
I'm
way
lucky.
through, I would be happy to put it alongside 1.
That's kind of
course
how
you
I
make
feel
it.
at this point,
We
yeah.
all will.
I wonder. I mean,
I'm not like you guys. I'm so clumsy.
Oh, I was getting rocks dropped on me and whatnot.
What about the last match? You did way better than everyone else.
We still lost though, right? It's okay.
Winning is not the only important thing in a training exercise, at least.
Sure.
Yeah, you're supposed to pinpoint weaknesses as well.
It's all about learning. On the actual battlefield, winning is pretty important, though.
It's about drive, and it's also about power.
Enough of that.
What?
Don't talk like that. I've always told you we're a team, haven't I? That means now and always.
Especially when you turn evil later on, I'm just saying.
I think Kid Noah is a bit more driven, or at least, you know, speaks up a bit more than older Noah.
Well, he hasn't seen much death at this point.
Noah,
Huh?
I'm gonna go on ahead.
Sorry about that, I was like, you know, imagining one of my
Martha's team
best
has
friends
properly
getting crushed by rocks again.
Ah, right.
Do me a favor. Come along with me to the office.
When you apply. Got it.
Relatable as
The
fuck.
commander can be intense.
Exactly. Later.
Alright then.
And then there were 3, plus Riku.